This is an open letter to Republicans and fellow Ron Paul supporters. I would like to begin by reciting the definition of a republic. A republic is a form of government in which supreme power resides in a body of citizens entitled to vote and is exercised by elected officers and representatives responsible to them and governing according to law. Our republic, the Republic of the United States of America, was designed with intentions to limit the centralization of power. The central government was to have limited powers which were outlined in the Constitution. The remainder of the governing power was to be left with the people and with the states. The 10th Amendment reads, "The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states are reserved to the states respectively or to the people." It is clear by these sentiments from our Bill of Rights that American republicanism, in the true spirit of our founding fathers, must stand for minimal central rule and maximum sovereignty of the states and of the people. Given this description of republicanism and the actions taken by the establishment GOP at the Republican National Convention recently in Tampa, a striking question emerges. How in the hell can a party that has such a healthy appetite for the usurpation of power from the states and from the people call itself the Republican Party? From this point forward, until the adopted rules are overturned, the series of state conventions that have served in the past to elect the delegates that represent the states at the Republican National Convention will be for show only. The delegate selection processes will just be beauty contests. Men that are not even necessarily from the state in question will have the power to strike any delegate and handpick the replacement. Further, states like Iowa and Nevada that traditionally have not had bound delegations will now be forced to comply with the binding rules imposed on them by a select few Republican Party dictators. I hope that those people who have not ventured to listen to what Ron Paul and others like him have had to say will now pay heed to the power hunger that is present atop the ranks of the GOP establishment. Those people will stop at no ends to maintain and grow their oligarchical rule over the party. These power mongers have not even tried to hide their actions. At the Republican National Convention, Speaker of the House John Boehner displayed his willingness to be a traitor to the true spirit of our republic. Speaker Boehner called for a voice vote on the adoption of the rules in question. When the vote was conducted, the difference between the volume of the ayes and of the nays was not discernible enough to declare victory or defeat one way or the other with respect to the resolution. Point of order was called and a roll call vote should have followed. However, the teleprompter displaying the intended result of the vote before the vote's completion made it clear that this was a railroad job from the beginning. Here's a video that a delegate took of the teleprompter.
Thank you. Without objection, the witness question is ordered. The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye! All those opposed, no. Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed, no. Any other chair? The ayes have it.
Joseph Stalin would likely be proud of the actions taken by the GOP elitists. An unconfirmed quote of Stalin says, "Those who cast the votes decide nothing. Those who count the votes decide everything." In the case of Speaker Boehner, no count was even needed. Only the dictation of one man. John Boehner and the others that have participated in similar actions are likely the most openly blatant traitors in the history of our nation. They are un-American vultures feeding on the open wounds of our bleeding republic. Is this the America that you thought you grew up in? Is this the party that you plan to support? Do you endorse the actions taken by these cockroaches? I don't. The Republicans cannot be rewarded for their destructive actions. They have placed centralized rule in higher regard than republicanism. They no longer deserve to be a party. As Americans, we must ensure that Mitt Romney never wins the presidency of our nation. We must do everything we can to expose him and his past actions. We must derail the candidacy of any mainstream Republican that does not stand for liberty. We must actively work against the tyranny. We must punish the Republican Party. It saddens me to say it, but rewarding the Republican Party by electing Romney will be worse off for America than another 4 years of Obama. Voting for Romney is an endorsement of totalitarian rule. Voting for Romney sends a clear message to the establishment that the liberty movement can be stepped on, and it will take it like a good little group of sheeple. Personally, I'll be voting for the Libertarian candidate for president, Gary Johnson. You can do as you wish, but I beg of you, don't vote for Romney. Please don't push America further down the road of tyranny. It's time to teach the Republican Party about blowback. Thanks for your time. Sincerely, Darrell Walters. If you agree, please subscribe and share this with your friends. Thank you.